Presenting our latest development, the enhanced series of railway presses Muscle KPRZ-M, now with an impressive force of 630 tons. Presses are designed for the pressing of railway wheel sets, trams, locomotives, freight cars, and metro cars in both new and repair production conditions. Depending on the type of wheel pairs, the presses are equipped with fixtures, lifting equipment, and auxiliary devices.
Compactness. In old city depots, there is often no free space for equipment installation. The height of the workshop crane beam doesn't always allow for installing an extra cargo handling mechanism. The workload of the workshop crane is a reason for the workshop's downtime. An additional mechanism above the press can reduce preparatory final operations and shorten the overall repair time.
Presses have a powerful piston cylinder with a suppression reserve of over 40%. This allows for the formation of a wheel pair without jerks. The new generation seal of the Japanese company Nog allows using the fresco for a long time under heavily loaded conditions. In modern requirements for pressing axles, length tolerances have been reduced to tenths of a millimeter. Accurate stop of the rod in the plunger cylinder is difficult to implement. The piston cylinder, unlike the plunger, allows for more precise stopping of the rod.
For the Muscle series presses, we have created distinctive Hydro-M software that does not have any analogs. It is dynamic, complemented, updated, and takes into consideration all of the modern requirements for pressing wheel sets of railway transport, including foreign standards. This is the natural formation and printing of the diagram. Check wheel displacement locomotive drivers need. Additional orders may include connecting archives for pressed wheels and axles if necessary for proper maintenance. We performed this function for a European customer who underwent certification by the Commission in Uzbekistan for the German railway. Usually we use a simple and reliable Omron controller. For the domestic market, we equip the press with an electronic registrar registered in the CIS country registry. The press has a self-diagnostic system implemented on the control panel with a service function, allowing section management to control system events and the pressing process.
To simplify the process, we have designed a mechanized carriage that securely holds the wheel set in place during the pressing operation. The carriage features a built-in swivel mechanism for rotating the axis, eliminating the need for a workshop crane. To support the axis in the working area of the press during the pressing process, suspended mechanisms are provided on the press. The movement of the rigid traverse is mechanized using a separate control panel.
We design and calculate the supports of our presses in the software complex. Calculation of 3D press models is performed using the finite element method. The legs have a reinforced structure made of 0.9 G2S steel, which can withstand increased static and dynamic loads for a long time. In the press of Muscle, we use standard detachable devices and equipment specially designed for special types of wheel pairs. For instance, we made a wheelset press for Swiss manufacturer Stadler upon their request. The Stadler wheelsets feature is the presence of a heavy asymmetrical reducer on the axle, requiring support during transportation and pressing operations. There are also many wheel pairs, the clearances between the elements of which determine higher accuracy and strength requirements for the pullers. This is applicable to contemporary locomotive wheel sets and motor vehicle rolling stock, which include brake discs, gear crowns and axle bushings. The hydraulic press offers not only a press, but also a press with a tool and tech for forming wheel sets. This makes life easier for top technologists who don't have to rack their brains over how to dismantle an element with some clever wheel pair.
The press is equipped with a crane loading mechanism. This feature proves to be highly beneficial for the customer, especially in situations where the main crane at the enterprise is overloaded and unable to handle the workload effectively. The crane is equipped with two beams. The process of suspending the wheel pair is carried out on the first beam of the crane structure. The second beam of the crane is employed to offer support for the reducer of the wheel pair, which is used for reducing speed. Lifting and moving the wheel pair is done using a remote control.
The press Muscle KPRZ-M is equipped with a modular hydraulic unit. The hydraulic system has a 2-pump and sometimes even a 3-pump structure. Crimping is carried out by a separate hydraulic circuit of a gear pump, which improves the quality of the crimp connection. At low pressure, there are no jerks characteristic of high pressures. Jerks and pulsation are also characteristic of axial and radial piston pumps. Manufacturers who use a multiplier when pressing a pump with a pressure of 500 and 700 atmospheres essentially force the customer to literally conjure up a valid diagram of the effort path. Modular hydraulics is good because in case of a malfunction, a mechanic can easily identify the cause of the breakdown. That is, you can independently replace the safety valve or the distributor or the pump. We install all valve equipment according to the SITOP standard.
The press docs are very detailed. In the operational docs, there's all the necessary info for carrying out repairs over a long period. For instance, Rexroth components will be unavailable. It's not an issue. The passport has valve connection sizes and technical characteristics. The specialist servicing the press will be able to find analog by 2050.
Press is delivered to the customer assembled on the platform, reducing foundation preparation costs in the depot.
Press is not just equipment supply. It is an effective solution to your production task.